They've been dropping the same goddamn colorway with 20 different names of Yeezys. There's only one kind of yeast, and it's scarce.
And at this point, yeast is more rare than any Yeezys, which is awesome.
No, I think you can go on Yeezy Supply and still get like the power phase.
Which ones are those?
Those are, I have a pair of them. They're those ones that are just the old school Adidas sneaker, but instead of saying power phase, Kanye wrote Calabasas on them, and so now they're a Yeezy.
Of course they are. Yeah. Awesome.
They're like everybody's least favorite Yeezy. I like them because they're basic. Yeah, but they're not real. They're like they're a Yeezy because they say so on the box, but they're just an Adidas sneaker.
That's why I like you, Nick. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what are you saying?
You said I like them because they're basic, and I'm saying that's why I like you.
I'm basic as hell. I drank some red wine with dinner tonight. I'm a basic bitch.
As I'm drinking, this is Tavana crafted iced tea. It's
fancy.
Peach green tea, dog.
This is water from the faucet.
Hell yeah, dude.
Slightly cool.
What have you been up to, man? Oh, you said you've been baking bread?
Baking bread, drinking red wine, eating pasta.
Just basic AF, dog.
Oh. Tremendous. Did therapy earlier.
Yeah? How's that going?
Oh, I don't have a lot to talk about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of rambled.
I read a thing, I think it was yesterday, whatever, of how the reason why time is perceived going by really quickly. Why, like the first month, like the second half of the first month took forever. Like that first week that we were in quarantine, it was just like molasses. You're like, what?
Yeah, the last like 3 or 4 weeks have flown by.
Just like that. Like, it's like, what? It's already been a week? This is crazy. Like, I didn't do anything. And that's why. It's because normally there would be a lot of like events happening.
Oh.
And since it's a lot of the same, it has to do with how your brain works. And the more you do something, so like the more reps you do, that's why like you forget about shit and you get better, is because your brain goes on autopilot. And so basically we're just all just coasting on autopilot all the time.
Oh,
because we're not doing anything that engages our brain at that higher level. Like when you're learning, you know how like when you're learning something, the first time it's like really hard. And then the more you do it, the easier it gets. You're like grooving that task into your brain. It's the same thing with sitting at home. When you're just at home all the time, your brain's like, fucking got this, dude. And then just does it really quickly. And then you can do it on autopilot.
Oh,
and that's because we're not like our environment isn't changing or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this is what my life was like when I was in Las Vegas. Because also the change of seasons didn't happen. And so it just was like, wait, what? It was very weird for me because I was used to having, you know, all 4 seasons, and there's 2 seasons, and it's like fall, spring, and then crazy hot summer. That's all there is. You know, there's no winter, and you just
interesting.
It was weird for me, like physically, I guess, but also I was at home a lot, and you're like indoors a lot.
Yeah,
and that just made your day-to-day feel really repetitive, and those 2 years I was there just flew by.
Yeah, no, the day-to-day is definitely pretty repetitive here, but I don't know. I feel like I'm having some fun with it.
Yeah? Like what? What have you been up to?
Playing around making beats.
Oh, yeah.
Making some beats. You've been making beats.
You're doing a better job than I am, but
I feel like I'm just letting myself fuck around, and you're not really.
I'm taking it too seriously. Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I just like, it's just not clicking for me. I'm not like exploring enough. Like I have something in my head and I want it to sound a certain way, and it isn't doing that. And that's the part that's frustrating, and that limits the amount of time I spend on it.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I ordered that little keyboard. It's supposed to be here like Thursday or some shit. So
The Akai Mini.
Akai Mini Mark II.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And
I don't have it on me right here. Otherwise, I would show everybody.
The one I got is white with the white keys are black and the black keys are white.
Sick, dude. That was the one I wanted to get, but
inverted colorway.
That's sick. There were so many colorways of that. I was like,
yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different colors of it. It's yeah, I looked at that play, the one we were talking about, the one that makes noise.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's kind of a gimmick, like the noise part.
Really?
Yeah, like the sounds, there's like 128 sounds that it comes with. And apparently they're like the cheap stock sounds that you can get on like every toy keyboard that you would buy from like if you just bought a keyboard for your kid at like, well, it would have been Toys R Us if they weren't out of business. But
gotcha.
Amazon now. Like it would probably come with, apparently it would come with 128 sounds, and they're the same like bullshit stock sounds that one had. So it's kind of like you'd be better off with the one you have and then using sounds from your computer and just playing it through studio monitors. It would be a way better.
Oh, that's clever. Like, I just play everything through headphones and that's clever. I should just get better speakers.
Like, just unplug your headphones and play it through your laptop speakers. That would be as good as the speakers on that little box. There's no way they're putting a fucking subwoofer on that.
Like
it's
the sound
not gonna sound good.
That's true.
It's gonna sound like ass. It's $140, which is only 20 more than the one with no speakers or sounds.
So wait.
So at most they put $20.
Is this the one you got?
No, mine is white. Everywhere that's red, mine is white.
Oh, okay. Cool. It's just the inverted one. But that's just to give people an idea of what we're talking about.
It's a little tiny keyboard.
You can just do some basic stuff on.
Yeah, it's easier than trying to type a melody on your fucking laptop keyboard, which sucks and is impossible.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but you're not going to get very complex, and you're not going to be able to just like smash on it and play around because you're worried that you're going to fuck your laptop up. Or I'm worried I'm going to fuck my laptop up. I have to say it in the singular. I remember.
Right. You're worried that you're going to... Is it this one? Is this the one? Sick.
That's the one. There it is.
That's rad, dude. I have the... Let's see. I just Googled it. Yeah, I just Googled it. I have just your basic, like this one right here.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're all...
Which I love. I've been really enjoying it. It's a good one. So
yeah, Mini Mark II.
Right. God, when I've been playing music and obviously, and like I've also been playing music. I've been sneaker shopping, which is like so bad.
What have you bought?
Just the one pair, but there's a lot of pairs.
Bring up the ones you bought. We can tease that. We can tease those.
I suppose
this will be a future episode, you guys.
Right? I gotta start a new tab because I was like trying to do some research on the shoes that we're going to talk about today.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what shoes we're talking about.
Yeah, today. You don't even know yet. They're going to be you've seen them.
There will be a surprise element.
These are ones that I wear all the time, though. Oh, okay. So it's like you're not going to be surprised. Fucking kidding me. This is so bad, but I forget the name of the shoes that I just bought is like long.
They're like a Jordan something. I forget what they were.
I've just gotten
through the text.
Dude, I've like gone so deep in the sneaker stuff where it's just like there's so much like hybrid stuff happening, which I'm actually really hyped on. You know? Like there's all this there's just they just take elements from different shoes and put it on new shoes. And I've been really hyped on that. Of like
they just dropped a bunch of or like 2 different ones where they reversed the colors on a pair of Hirachis and a pair of Air Max 1s.
Oh.
And they did like the original colorway of both, but then they switched it. So the Hirachi run was in like the red and white, and then the Air Max 1 was in like blue and white, I think.
Okay.
I think that's I'm probably wrong.
So wait, should we spoil the one that I just purchased? Why not?
Yeah.
Right? We already talked about it.
It's not a spoiler, it's a teaser.
It's a teaser that we're going to talk about them once they arrive. These are the ones that I bought. Because I wanted something loud. I needed a loud pair. I've been just going full on muted, and you've been kind of clowning me for that. And I'm just like,
I haven't been clowning you. I've just been encouraging you.
And I was like, it's not quite white. It's like a cream.
Yeah, it's like a gray, a light gray.
Yeah. So
that is kind of a cool shoe though, because it's got the Jordan 1 toe box, and
then it's got the back of the Jordan 4. And it's kind of got the size. So it's got the
Jordan 3.
The 3, the back? I thought that was like a 4. Well,
that's both of them, I think, actually.
And then it's got the elephant print, and then it's got the strap from the Force. No, what is it? Something. It's like a shoe that Jordan wore in one basketball game, and people love it now.
Jordan wore that in a game?
No, not this. This is like a new one. He wore the Command Force.
Oh, okay.
I believe the Nike Air Command Force were worn. I fell down a deep hole of
reading a bunch of history of shoes.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, I guess it's not on here. I don't think that you can, but that's where the strap comes from. There was like this one shoe, and the toe comes from that.
Okay, because the toe, like the toe, the toe part of the sole is from like a 3. The whole sole looks like it's from a 3.
Mm-hmm.
It is. The whole outsole is from a Jordan 3.
Yeah.
I'm looking up on the wall. And the midsole too, actually. Like it's got those gray on the side of the heel counter.
Yeah.
That's from a 3.
Oh, yeah.
That elephant print, I don't know what that's from, like that shape.
Oh,
and then the rest of the upper is kind of from a Jordan 1.
Yeah. And then there's like the lace loops. It's
the lace loops are something different. Yeah, that's a neat shoe.
I was just really excited about it. When I found this one, and I haven't
like
really
they just
seen
had parts and pieces of a shoe in a bin, and they stuck them all together.
They're like, oh, let's put this on and then this, and like.
But I like that colorway because we looked through. Show
some of the other colorways. Well, this was the one I really. This was my initial.
That camo one. That's like a real hype beast colorway.
Couldn't find it for the life of me in a 10. I could only find it in 12.
Is that a Supreme collab?
No, it's not.
Okay,
but it absolutely looks like one.
It looks like a Supreme collab because there was a Supreme something or another that had that exact.
So you could find them everywhere. I could find 8s and I could find 12s, but that was it. Mm-hmm. I found a lot of 12s, like just scouring.
The 10.5 is only $160.
Yeah. Well.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, just wear big socks.
Just get a bigger one. God. I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll get these ones. But I've also got some. These are just pretty wild. Like I was originally looking at these. I could find these camo ones everywhere. Nobody wants those. I liked the blue legacy ones, but I couldn't swing that. That was too much.
How much were those again?
I'm pretty sure they're higher than this price that it was.
That's like the low price. They're like $300.
The 10. Yeah, they were like 3 something.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
315. I mean,
that is a good colorway. This is a cool. I like this
cool shoe. I found this in a low.
I like this shoe.
I bet you I could get this one in a low. God, I hate typing the whole thing. That's why I'm gonna copy paste. Hey, come on. Nope, there's a low. I guess it's kind of like this one, but there's a blue one of these.
Yeah, you sent me the royal.
I'll probably get these.
Those are cool.
I don't like them quite as much as that other one, but I like this one a lot. And it's like I'm not spending $300 on it. I also need to, I feel like too.
What do you think of the Jordan 1? It's coming out next Saturday, the Royal Toe.
The Jordan. Well, it's not going to be on here, right?
It'll probably be on there for like a crazy high price because it's people trying to get it before it releases.
Jordan 1, what is it called?
Royal Toe.
Oh, I think I did see that one.
It's like,
Is it this one?
yeah, yep. That one comes out on Saturday.
I did see that one. On the one of the apps.
Yeah, it's on the sneakers app now. It's loaded up, but it's coming out Saturday.
I like it. I definitely like that one.
Because if you get it off the app, it's only like 160 or 170 bucks.
Yeah, because it's not out yet.
If you get it for like if
170 is what
wake
it
up
is.
at 7 in the morning and click on the button and try to get it.
Yeah, no, that's unlikely. If people were really looking at my screen, they could see what the shoe that we're going to talk about is.
I wasn't looking that carefully.
Yeah, if you look. So I'm transitioning terribly into the shoe for this episode's shoe.
That's okay.
But we are talking about Nikes. So I figured we should rock some of my Nikes. This is the Nike Terminator. Do you remember this one that I have?
Yeah, I like those. I think they're really cool.
These ones are the brown colorway. I couldn't for the life of me. They are nowhere on StockX. I found them on eBay in a size 12 just to kind of like be like, well, what are they worth? I have no idea. Couple of things about these because I was just like, I wonder what the deal is with these shoes. Apparently, the original ones were made in 1985 for a specific basketball team.
Okay.
They wanted their own shoe for Georgetown University, so they made a brown and gray of this.
Oh, okay.
In a high and a low, and
that's
just
Georgetown
for that
in Washington D.C.
Yeah,
that's an expensive school.
The Hoyas.
Anyway. The Hoyas.
Yeah, is the name of the team. So they made this. I don't know, but their mascot is a bulldog. Something
that fancy people know about.
Yeah, but the big notable thing. So then they re-released it in 2003, and that's what these ones are. These are from the re-release because this is not an OG colorway. I looked up. Okay. Nobody gives a shit about this colorway. That's why they're not. So they're basically the Dunk Low, except they have the Nike written on the back of them, which is notable because that's not on the Dunk. They don't have this on the Dunk.
What other differences are there between that and the Dunk? Is the rest of like the pattern of the shoe?
It's pretty.
All the pieces pretty much the same.
It's pretty close. I mean,
is the swoosh bigger or something? The swoosh on those looks huge.
I think maybe it is,
but I don't. There's not a Dunk next to it to compare.
I know. I don't have one. I feel like that's pretty accurate though. That the Dunk is it is a bigger swoosh because I'm looking at. I did find one on StockX, and it is in a team colorway. And it does not say Nike on the back. I think it says the team on the back. It says Blue Jay or something. I can't spin it, so I don't know what this shoe says.
Oh, yeah.
There isn't even a price on them, but I did find them. The retail price was $95, so that's why there's not.
What year were those?
There's a Syracuse one, and I think it says Syracuse on the back. What?
What year were the ones that you have made?
2003.
Okay.
And then, so I'll show you I'll show everybody the, these are the Syracuse ones. I would actually rock the shit out of these. These look sick.
Yeah, those are cool.
But as I'm looking at this photo, I think that you're correct that it's bigger than the Dunk. So
yeah, the swoosh is more prominent. I think the color blocking is different too. Like the Dunk, find a pair of Dunks. I think they have a second color, whereas yours the whole back half of the upper. Yeah, you see how that color blocking, where that is orange on the around the heel counter.
Yeah,
there's black there as well. That would be white. That thing around the heel counter would be white instead of orange.
And this thing is slightly different. There isn't like the strap, that like thing that comes across.
Mm-hmm.
The wing, I guess.
Yeah,
That
that's
isn't
the
on
piece
this.
I'm talking about. Is that
Oh,
like
okay.
that piece? Just I guess that piece doesn't really exist on the Terminator, does it? That whole
No,
piece of leather.
no, it's not even on
That's
there at
why the color
all.
blocking is different, and that whole thing would be white if that was the
And
Terminator.
the swoosh is thicker. Like this is like a uniform, and then it
Yeah, it
pops.
reminds me of the swoosh on like the
Versus
off-white blazers.
like
You know that
this.
great big swoosh they put on those?
Yeah. So I was reading about it, and I gotta bring that part up. It's known for the Nike on the back, and then also it's a hybrid between the Nike Legacy and the Big Nike. But I could not find either of those shoes. Nike, not Legacy, Legend.
Legend.
Excuse me,
Huh.
Legacy and Big Nike.
Yeah, I don't know what either of
I
those
couldn't.
are.
I didn't know what either of them looked like. I was like,
It was
okay,
9 more years
not
after
helpful.
that I was born. So
it was 1 year
I'm gonna
after
let
I was
myself
born. One
off
more
the
year
hook.
after that. Now people know how old we are, Nick. But yeah, that's pretty notable. Looking at them, but like the bottom is pretty similar to your. I mean, the bottom's a little different too. Like
What's the sole look like?
the sole's like. I don't know if I can catch the light right. I mean, you can see this. Hang on, I'll switch it back because it's sort of like versus. It's a little different.
Yeah. It's definitely like a skate shoe type of sole.
Right. But see, like this part is like wavy on it. And on the other ones, that part's straight.
Okay.
It's got like a
so
wavy.
there are differences between that and the
yes.
It's not just a dunk that they cut one piece off of.
Yeah, they
like its own silhouette.
They
it's
kind of
similar to the dunk. Like they used most of the same pattern, but they changed a thing or two.
But there's just like some subtle differences. And then there's just like the stitching there's like different stitching versus there's no stitching on the
those are really cool. I like those.
They are really cool, and I wish there were more colors.
Yeah, they look cool. I like that there aren't. I like that they're rare and unique, and they didn't make that many, and they didn't make a lot of colorways. I feel like some of these shoes get a little ruined with the number of colorways that come out.
I would agree.
Like that's the issue with the Yeezy 350. Is in the past year they've dropped 15 different colorways that all kind of look like the static. They like took the static, put it in Photoshop, and put a variety of like tints on it, where they made it slightly yellow, then slightly blue, then slightly brown, and then they just called it something else and took the little heel tab off of it and released it again and again and again. And it's cool because people can get Yeezys for pretty cheap, but it's also kind of like it like devalued them a little bit.
Absolutely.
They were to get and how many different colors.
As I've been getting more and more into sneakers and noticing them more, also getting more ads on my everything for sneakers.
Yeah, no, sneakers are blowing up my fucking YouTube. They have been for a while.
Everything. It's like, God damn it. Like, y'all know exactly what I'm looking at. But it's so interesting to me. Like now I'm noticing sneakers in ads and in things, in TV shows, in like little, I'm like, oh shit. Like watch, you're watching Community, right? Or like you rewatched Community, right?
Yeah, I did.
Like Donald Glover is wearing different ones in like every episode.
Yeah, Troy wears a lot of different Jordans.
Like, I don't remember which ones, and I'm sure there's a website devoted to.
Oh, of course, there has to be. I'm not gonna go on it. I don't care.
I refuse. Like, there are some blue ones and like some Royals that I saw him wearing in an episode at some point. But like, I'm starting to notice that.
The Jordans.
Or like just random things where I'm like, they'll just be a picture of somebody, just their shoes, and then I know now like what those are, which is kind of cool, but kind of like, oh man, I'm starting to get real nerdy. Like, ooh, those are the Jordan 5s.
Yeah, I like it. It's a thing to be nerdy about. That's sort of cool.
Yeah, which
it's kind of it's like it's like guys that are into fantasy football.
Kind of. I mean, it is, and it's like, and I probably am gonna get into basketball as a result of this.
I don't know if I am. Because I've been into sneakers for a couple of years, and I know some players' names, but and I enjoy watching basketball. I'm just not into it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
It's a lot of time. Like, I'll watch it if it's on at the bar, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to use my time to watch basketball.
like,
If my time was already going to be used at this bar and basketball, you know, can factor into the down times,
yeah.
you know, I'll watch it there, but I'm not gonna
You're not
be
gonna.
like, oh, the Blazers are on at 7:15.
Oh
So
yeah,
from
no. I guess
7:15 to
I've never been that
9:45,
person.
I will
Ever.
be here.
I
No.
can't. I can barely do that with TV shows. I want to talk a few more things though
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
shoe because I actually
No
like
hate on basketball.
Yeah, no hate on
No hate on
basketball.
people that like it. I
Clearly,
wish I was one of you. I wish I
I've
could
tried
have I
several
wish
times to
I
get
could
into
have
sports.
long and extended conversations about sports with real men, but it's just not in the cards for your boy. So anyway,
No, it's not. That's okay, Nick.
I've grown to accept. I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
I guess I think what it is. I have a theory on a lot of sports.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sports would die out like significantly if like some dads just weren't into it. If it wasn't the thing. It's like you have hunting with your dad, right?
Exactly. My dad doesn't give a fuck about sports, and that's totally why I'm not into it.
But then at the same
Like
time,
all
see,
my
for
friends
me,
that are into sports, it's like because they grew up watching sports with their old man, and that's
it's
great.
like the one bonding thing they had with their
I don't know if it was the
dad.
one, but it was like a thing that their dad liked to do, and so they would hang out and watch sports.
Yeah.
Like I got plenty of friends whose dad also likes to hunt and fish, and they do that too. But like their dad liked sports, so they liked sports because it was a thing they'd hang out and do, or it was just a thing that was around.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be a thing that's around when you're a kid, like in your house.
I think my dad just wasn't enough into it because my dad does like sports. He absolutely gets into it, but not enough for me to be like, and he never like included me. It was always like, he was just like, be like, I get the TV for this and you can't be in here. And I'm like, okay. So it was like not really a thing. It was never a thing I like did with my dad. Like I don't have any memories of like playing catch with my dad. I do have well, it's not even a memory. It's a thing that my mom reminded me, told me about, is that one time my dad was playing catch with me and then fastballed one into my face and like like didn't break my nose, but like gave me a bloody nose. And I don't think my dad ever played catch with me again after that. Like he hit me really bad as a real youngster.
Fuck.
I guess I kind of had biking with my dad for a minute, but he was just always so intense about it that I didn't like it.
Oh, was your dad like really competitive?
Uh-huh. My dad was the kind of guy
and he would like compete with you?
Yeah, like he
when
would
you
just
were like 8 years old,
whatever it was. Is like, oh, you want to play basketball? And we'd put the hoop down, and then he'd be dunking on me, you know, like, and trash talking, and like, not like shoving me over, but like definitely like, you know, knocking me over by,
but not
like,
playing the way you're supposed to play basketball.
Not playing like I'm a kid.
8-year-old, you're supposed to like let him win most of the game, and then at the end, like, you know, you play like 3 games, and one of the games you dunk on him hard, just to be like, you know,
to show him that you're an adult.
No, you're 8,
but you're not like 8. Swatting it out of their hands.
Yeah, you don't just spend the whole time being like, you're fucking trash at basketball.
Like, kicking it out of my hands when I try to throw it granny style.
I haven't learned to coordinate my body yet. Like I am what I'm gonna be here, bro. Like, yeah.
Like calling me on double dribble when I can like barely dribble.
You know? Yeah, you learned to dribble yesterday, and now it's like, dude, you got to dribble through your legs. That's how you fucking play defense. You're not defending.
So,
you know, I wouldn't have beat you if you played some defense. It's like, well, I can't spell that yet, so
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the whole alphabet yet. Dad.
You could, I don't even. Can you define
first
defense?
Grade, we haven't learned. What's the last in N? We haven't learned N yet. That's on the second. That's the back 9 of the alphabet. So
we haven't. That's on the back 9. That's next year. So I think maybe some of those memories are why I never really got into I definitely like anything my dad was into, I would just like run away from it and be like, what's the opposite of that? I'm like, all right, I'm
for
gonna
me,
do
my
that.
dad he like knew how sports worked, but we didn't really watch TV growing up at all. He listened to the radio. He just listened to fucking NPR. My parents just listened to NPR.
Yeah.
Which was boring as piss and still is. And no hate on NPR, but
I did yell at
very
someone in a
boring.
Prius today. I'm like, quit. Turn the fucking NPR off.
Dude, if they listened to something that wasn't goddamn NPR, they'd be driving faster. NPR like, put you to sleep. Be driving. You gotta drive in the right lane if you got
I'm pretty
NPR
sure
on.
all
You
Priuses come preloaded with every NPR station across the nation. Just
no, they
that's
don't.
All
my
it
dad's,
is. It's
my
just
dad's
1 through
didn't.
6, all the NPR stations. Like preloaded.
There aren't that many. There are places in Montana where the NPR station would cut out like the same station. Depending on where you were, there was a stronger signal on that same frequency that was like religious propaganda.
Oh, really?
Like the right wing in Montana had figured out where the NPR station was, and they just put like church shit on it.
Oh,
so you'd be listening, and it'd be like, you know, the typical NPR. We're talking about something unimportant, and we're saying it like it matters. We're speaking directly into the mic, and then all of a sudden it's like, and Jesus, something or another. It's like a shitty rock song about the Lord. You know, that fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
Christian rock. Fucking stupid shit that they listen to. Anyway, it'd be that. All of a sudden it would just come in, and it would be coming in hot. It was loud. It was way louder than NPR.
And just come in.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Dude, did you ever listen to, I'm trying to figure out how, this isn't, if I even preface it this way, it'll sound
just
that
say
way.
the thing.
Okay.
It's all good.
I grew up on the reservation in Montana, and so there was a lot of like Native American stations where you'd be flipping through and just be like, like we would listen to it all the time.
I like that shit. That powwow,
like just powwow
music
fucking
or whatever.
Music, all the way across the reservation.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it would just be
I
for
remember
so long. Oh,
I don't think
great.
I ever tuned in because
we would be windows down, singing along, just like. Like,
did you ever listen to what was there was like an EDM dubstep group that used a lot of samples of powwow music?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't remember their name. I'll figure it.
That deserves a Goog because then like I might have to pull it up like when you I'll YouTube it now because there'll be fucking ads on YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah,
they'll be on Spotify.
Tribe Called Red.
Tribe Called Red. All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Tribe Called Red. Yeah, no, Tribe Called Red is dope. I think they played a concert in Bozeman like my freshman year of college, and a bunch of my friends were into it. And yeah, it's like EDM dubstep type of music, but they got a shitload of like powwow music samples. I think they're Native American.
Dude, I'm very excited about this.
They're Canadian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's their like main song.
This is.
You probably can't play much of this.
We probably can't. I'll stop.
Get demonetized.
Right. Oh, yeah.
We were about to make 75 cents off of this video over the next 10 years. And now we won't have that 75 cents. What a tragedy. We could have bought half a shoelace. But
that's a good call.
Anyway, Tribe Called Red, shout out to them. Listen to their music. It's fantastic. Anyhow. You were going to talk about your shoe, and we got off on a long tangent about sports and NPR. And
that's all right. That's good. That's what this is all about. What was I going to talk about the shoe? I don't know. I guess the only like real, I wear these shoes all the time. I like them a lot. It fits real nice on them. They're wide because they're from 2004. Mm-hmm. And I got them from a friend who was like, he was into sneakers and then he stopped being into sneakers. Mm-hmm. And then I found out about that and I was like, hey, and we're the same size foot. And like, he owed me some money or something. And he's like, just want a pair of sneakers? And I was like, for sure. And so I got them. It was either that or I probably gave him some underwear shout out to what my day job is. I own this and run this company called Bearskin Underwear, bearskin.com.
Yeah, it's our sponsor for this
It is our
episode
sponsor.
and all of these episodes. It's
for all
actually
the
your
episodes.
sponsor. It's your sponsor for life, but it's our sponsor for this.
Yeah.
For this episode. Bearskin Underwear.
Yeah, Bearskin Underwear. I
made out of bamboo.
Some.
They got mesh under your balls to keep your balls less sweaty.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is our mid-roll read.
Yeah, this is our mid-roll.
Mid-roll read.
Reduce ball underwear. Sweat by 15.5% with Bearskin Underwear.
Yeah. They're sick.
They're
drop
actually
colorways
really comfy.
pretty
I have
much
a bunch
every week week. That's a lie. Every month, as best I can, I drop a new colorway. And probably that's why I like shoes so much and I'm obsessed with like colorways and stuff is because I'm literally designing those kinds of things.
Dude, you should do some sneaker inspired bearskin colorways.
Dude, I get, and well, I'll be honest, like as a designer of fine men's underwear, I get inspiration all over the place. So like, I don't know exactly where I get it, but so often I'll get inspiration from things like shoes, and then I will find out what the colors are, or I'll see like a color combo that I never thought of, and my phone is full of just random photos of things that I'm like, and I'll like try to remember that it's like, oh yeah, like when I'm designing, I'll like be looking for certain color combinations and stuff that I saw, and shoes are a huge inspiration.
I really want you to drop a promo video for Bearskin where you spend like 15 minutes 100% dead serious talking about your inspiration for the designs, like all these dorks do when you watch a video like those Netflix things about design, where some guy who designed like, a hat, and he's just like, I take my inspiration from my exploration of nature. I go out and I take a hike in the forest and I listen to the birds. And then when I hear the birds chirp, I make a hat with a curved brim because the bird's bill is also curved. Or some stupid shit, like that. Yeah. Like, I just want you to be like, I go and sit by the ocean and I think about how much my nuts would sweat if I swam in the ocean and then put normal underwear on. So I put some mesh underneath my nuts in these underwears.
Dude, that's just the creative process, man. It can be anything. Most of the time for me, though, it's like I'm shopping or the weirdest is when I see somebody in public wearing something and I like the colorway, and then I gotta just like do those. I'll Google things. I'll just be like, you know what? Commented it if somebody knows where it is or what it is. But I saw a Nike tank top. I'm pretty sure it was jersey material in basically this print that I'm wearing right now, but it was a tank top and it had this like bright, I can't remember if it was like just this electric, dude, it was so sick. I really wanted it. And I was sitting in a Starbucks and this dude walked in and it was wearing it. And I was like, fuck. I tried to take a picture, but then he saw me and that was fucking weird. But then I just sat there on my phone trying to find this Nike tank top. Because it just had the Nike logo.
I feel like, couldn't you?
But it was like this cool, dude. I don't. It was too late.
You could just be like, bro, you got a cool tank top. What is that?
Well, I knew it was
like
a
next
Nike
time
floral print men's tank top. So I was like, how hard can that be to find? Fucking hard. And it was hard. I was not able to find it. Like I found that print. I ended up finding the print on some things, and like I went down this deep hole. I found a bunch of women's clothing with the print, but I couldn't find any men's clothing. And it wasn't a men's. It was a men's tank top. It wasn't a women's tank top that a dude was wearing, because all the women's ones had that razor back to it.
Yeah.
Like it was that. Yeah. Usually
where
what the women's
it's got
are.
Some shape to it, whereas men's is just kind of a square.
Yeah. It's usually square in the back. And then the women's has more of like hourglass in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could talk clothing and design all day. But I would look for that tank top for a really long time. I couldn't find it. But I will occasionally, like if people are turned away, I will take pictures of them or like, but now I've been just looking at so many people's feet. I'm like constantly seeing sneakers that I like. And then I'll look those up and then read about them or whatever. Yeah. I like that stuff. I
definitely look at everybody's feet and evaluate their sneakers and see stuff that I like, and mostly just see trash sneakers and judge people all day long. It's a lot of fun.
But there's the thing that is so perfect to me about these Terminators and why I feel like I want to get more of them is because I don't see people wearing them.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's what's cool about those. Is they're an obscure, but
like
they're not like a
they made them
obscure
2000.
shoe because they suck. They're just
Yeah.
obscure because they didn't make a lot of them. But they're cool. They're clean. They're simple. I like them a lot. I'm
And
stoked.
the box logo on the back is sick. I actually
Yeah,
really like that. I hate that mine are getting
it's
all
real
scratched up,
old
but
school. I like that it's an old school, just Nike. Like they cut
yeah,
the letters out with an X-Acto knife and glued them on there. Like,
pretty much.
yeah, it's cool. I really
Um,
like those shoes.
so I would like to get some more of these. Maybe I know my friend has some more in other colors. I might just try to get those from him because I couldn't find them. I did find one pair in a 12 for sale right now. I'll show you. And they claimed to be, they called them the Georgetown. Oh wait, no, these are size 10. These are mine. They're the rare Georgetown size 10 vintage.
I like that they're just like trying to put as many
Yeah.
keywords in the
So that
name of the item.
I was like, that's not what this is.
Cactus, Force, Scott, so that anybody who types in Cactus Jack or Air Force One or Travis Scott
Yeah.
will also see these. Because I guess they are somewhat similar to a lot of Travis Scott sneakers. They're brown
Yeah.
and black and gray.
They
Like
definitely look like the Travis
like
Scott.
they would fit in with some of his colorways.
Absolutely. This was the only
Yeah,
one
I
I was
think
able
they're
to
really
find.
cool, and nobody knows about them.
No. And I
Well,
went to
I
a
don't know
lot.
that nobody knows about them, but I don't think a lot of people do.
There's not much. I mean, there's just like even just me trying to look up information about the shoe because I just got them from a friend.
Yeah.
And I've been rocking them. And then whenever I say Nike Terminators, nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'd never heard of them.
And I
All,
even
so.
was when I was in Las Vegas last, and I was at all those sneaker stores, and like I couldn't find the Terminators. Like nobody. Oh no, I did find one pair, and they were worth like nothing. They were worth less than retail because these things retailed at 95, and they were worth like 80, and they were in like a crazy size that I was like, well, whatever. In kind of a boring colorway.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were the authentic Terminator, which is this like, oh, here they are. The Georgetown colorway, which I will share with you. I could only find it in the high. And they redid it in 2014.
Oh, those are fucking dope. I like the highs. I think I like the highs better than the lows.
I mean, I like the highs a lot too, but I
like both of them. Now I want a pair of these. I might start scouring the internet and just kind of keeping my eye out for a cool.
I mean, this might be a eBay type situation to get these.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just keep an eye out at like Index and places like that because they get some wacky shit from time to time.
Yeah.
And StockX and all those. I don't know. I'll just type it into the internet every now and then, and maybe one of these days it'll pop up.
Because one of
our billions of viewers,
yeah,
is those dudes that like actually, like find sneakers for celebrities.
Oh.
And and they might be tired of just the boring,
yeah,
and B list celebrities that they usually work with, and they're like, let's talk to some dudes in an apartment.
Hell yeah,
that will not pay us a premium. They'll pay us the base price.
That sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, I think there's no way to go wrong there. Those guys should totally hook us up.
I think my favorite part is this lace hole area that isn't just a straight, like I like the curve to that little unique piece. And then now that you mention it, the Nike swoosh is different, and the curve like piece that.
Though, that curve, there's other shoes that use that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
look up the Dunk High.
The Dunk High?
Does the Dunk High do that?
No, I don't think it does.
How about the Blazer High?
The Blazer. I don't know. I'm pretty sure
No,
the
the
blazer is
blazer doesn't.
straight.
Is it Jordan 1? Jordan 1 isn't straight.
It's a little different.
Because I'm looking at those Halties, a pair of shoes too, those Sakai
Oh, it's got a
blazers.
little bit of that, but then it's got this extra. It's got that little extra wing on it. I'm just pulling up the first ones that came up. But see, it's got a little bit of it here, but then it's got this over on the bottom part.
Yeah.
It's almost just like a stripped down Jordan 1. Like without the wing is what it looks like to me. And then it's got the big obnoxious logo in the back. And then the Nike swoosh is a little bit like steeper so that they can get that letter blocking in the back.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised they haven't done more shoes like that, because that feels like a right now type thing to me. Like with the big obnoxious letters in the back like that on the heel.
I'm trying to figure out what that... Dude, that's from the Dunk High.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, look at the Dunk High, where the lace reinforcement strap, I don't know what that's called. At some point, we should probably learn what the parts of a shoe are called. But also, it's kind of fun to just randomly describe it. I think we might keep doing that.
Yeah, it is on the Dunk.
Yeah, because I'm looking at those Sakai blazers that I have, because those are like a combination of the blazer and the Dunk High. And they have that same, like the laces.
Yeah, I see it now. But then they have that like wing thing on the top.
Yeah, the Dunk has the wings. But that lace piece, like that piece of leather, they could have used for both of those shoes. I think they did, because it looks like the same shape.
It is. You're right. It absolutely is. But then it has a. Yeah, it's just like a simpler version of that, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like a stripped down.
I have some Dunk Highs, some of the SB Dunk Highs, but man, they're worn out because I actually skated them. But I still have them. We'll have to do those at some point. We'll do those in an episode. That's rad. So I think that's good for this episode, man. I'm stoked on these shoes. So like, I guess the last thing would be, would I get these shoes again? If I could find them, I think I would. I'd want a different colorway, because I do like this brown a lot though.
Yeah, I think that's a good colorway. I could see getting more colorways though, like you were talking about.
Yeah, I definitely think I could get some more. I could get down with some more of these. I'm not going to spend $300 or something on it, but it's like to me, it's kind of a cool shoe that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
And that's totally my zone. I like something that's cool, but like people forgot about it, or it's not obvious. It's sort of just like, whoa, like, dude.
Well, and SBs, like Nike SBs are really coming back. Like they're big this year.
Well, these aren't SBs.
I could
these are
see
normal.
those. Oh, they're not?
They're just regular. Yeah, they're just regular Nike.
But I could see just that whole style, the Dunk, the SB Dunk.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Dunks are coming back. SB is the different thing. I'm dumb. Whatever.
SB is just skateboarding.
SB is their skateboarding. So the Dunk is the big thing that's in this year. Yeah. And that's really similar. So I could see them retroing that.
Yeah.
Possibly. That would be cool if they did. I would buy it if they retro it.
I definitely would as well. And I would like a little bit. The only thing that I would say is I would like a little bit louder color. I'd like to get it in a louder color.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it'd be cool if they made that in
even just like a royal would be sick.
Yeah, royal, or like something with a lot of white on it.
Yeah.
And like
some the laces, colors. It just might be these laces are old, but they're like a little puffier. I think it's just the laces are old, actually.
Yeah.
They're a little bit like wider than what you see normally now, I guess from 2004. But yeah, I definitely I actually kind of might look for some more of these because I think they have them in an orange and a blue. And even if you were to get them in just the classic gray.
Orange and black, that was cool. And the gray and black The Georgetown one, that was a really cool one.
I think that would be the one that, like, if I was gonna like really search and then get a pair, I would get the high in the Georgetown color, because that's like the classic,
like the OG pair.
Yeah, that's like getting the Jordan band or whatever ones or whatever, you know. To me, but in this
threes,
random, All right, ma'am. I think that's gonna do it for us today.
Cool.
For size 10. Very stoked. Thanks for listening. Definitely like and subscribe. Follow us on everything. And you can follow me. I've got my website, which is bjornrg.com, and follow me there. What about you, Nick?
Just Nick Scalzone Comedy on Instagram.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.